In this video, we're going to go over how to solve a system of equations using a method called substitution. Now, substitution happens to be one of the easier methods to understand when solving a system of equations. Remember that a system of equations is really just two equations, two linear equations that crisscross or intersect at some point. And wherever they intersect would be an answer that would fit or make true both of the equations, okay? And this technique, like I said, is called substitution. And it's a fairly easy idea, like I said, to understand. So let's take a look at these two equations. We have y is equal to 2x plus 1, and then we have x plus y is equal to 9. Now, the substitution method says this. When you can isolate one of the variables, like this one here, y, and we know that it's equal to 2x plus 1, wherever we see y, we're going to substitute in 2x plus 1. So let me just draw that and do that. Okay? Now look what happens when I do that. I'm going to rewrite this second equation by saying x plus, now in parentheses, whenever I replace something, I always should put parentheses, right? And that's going to be equal to 9. But what I'm going to put in here instead of the y is the 2x plus 1. Now the reason I am doing that is because now I only have one variable to solve for. And I can actually solve for it. So then I'm going to just use my regular algebra. Drop these because now they're all pluses here. So I got x plus 2x gives me 3x plus 1 is equal to 9. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. Fourth step. 3x is equal to 8. And then finally, let's divide by 3. Step 5. X is equal to 8 over 3. Now that I've solved for this x, I'm going to substitute again by taking x is equal to 8 over 3 and just plug it into, actually either one of these two equations will work because obviously since it's going to be the point of intersection, it has to work in both equations. So you can actually choose, and we're just going to call this substitute x. And this one we're going to call find x. Whoops. Well, actually, I can just go ahead and cross this part out. I'm going to say find x. That's what this whole process here is. Here's substitute x, find y. Okay, so let's do that. And let's just choose that first one. So first step, y is equal to, again, in parentheses, 2 times the x plus 1. Okay, let's go ahead and substitute in 8 over 3. That's going to give me y is equal to 2 times 8 over 3 is actually 16 over 3 plus 1. Third step, y is equal to, let me just change this to 3 over 3, okay? Because 16 over 3 plus 3 over 3 is 19 over 3. So my answer then is my x will be equal to 8 over 3, and my y is equal to 19 over 3. And this would be your answer for this system of equations. That's where the two would intersect. Now I'm also going to show you a slightly different example down here. Let's take a quick look at it. Because really this example was fairly easy and it already had y isolated, right? I was able just to substitute it in. But down here, I don't have that, do I? I've got x plus y is equal to 6 and then 2x minus y is equal to 10. Now I can use either one of these that I want. Let's say that I'm going to, let's decide, and I'm going to write it out. Let's find y, okay? So if we want to find y first, okay, we have to go ahead and find the x's. So let's just say x is equal to, let's take that first equation, x plus y equals 6, and let's just say x is equal to 6 minus y. We just subtracted y from both sides, didn't we? And now let's go ahead and substitute. Wherever we see x, we're going to substitute in 6 minus y. So take the second equation, 2 times 6 minus y is equal to 10. Let's keep going. Let's use our algebra skills. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times negative y is negative 2y minus y is equal to 10. Let's go ahead and subtract subtract 12 from both sides, and let's go ahead and subtract those. So now I've got minus 3y is equal to negative 2. Let's divide by negative 3 on both sides, and I get y is equal to negative 2 over negative 3, or really just positive 2/3. Okay? Now, just like we did up here, let's find x now. Okay? So I'm going to take wherever I see y, I'm going to put in 2/3. So wherever I see y, I'm going to put in the 2/3 that I got down here. So let's do that. And again, it can go either way, right? Either one of those should be able to work. So let's just say x plus 2/3 is equal to 6. Let's just rewrite it like this. Let's subtract 2/3 from both sides. So x will be equal to 6 minus 2/3. Sorry, I keep running out of paper here, but let's just do that again. Let's remember to convert this, so multiply by 3 over 3, right? And that'll give me 18 over 3 minus 2 over 3 is equal to my x. And that just gives me x is equal to 16 over 3. So my answer for this one is x is 16 over 3 and y is 2 over 3. And you can check those by putting them into your calculator. Okay, so again, let's just go through the procedure. It's really quite simple. In substitution, you have to isolate one of the variables. It really doesn't make any difference which one, but if you've got it already isolated, it's easy. Wherever you see y, in the second part, plug in whatever it's equal to, and then just solve for the variable. When you get that variable, substitute it back in again to the other equation and solve for the y, and there's your answer. Okay, I hope that was helpful.